Hi guys, and welcome to another ASMR video. Will I call this a mukbang? Yeah, probably, because there's quite a bit of food here today. This was requested by this wonderful person whose name is up somewhere around here. He wanted me to eat lasagna with garlic bread, and to drink, I'm gonna drink a can of nice cold, ice cold Pepsi Max. You can't really see me very well because this is rather large. I've got a rather large meal today, and also the bed I'm sitting on, it's got like a wooden frame, and it's like just stapled into the other part of the frame, and that, you know, the staples have broke off where I sit right on the very edge of the bed. But anyway, onward with this. Let's have some garlic bread. Now put it there. Nice. Pepsi's got excited. Get that in your left ear. Cheers. Oh, this garlic bread's delicious. Oh, pardon, sorry. A little burpee. How have you been, guys? I hope you had a great weekend. Weather here, and it's like getting to the end of August now. It's been really bad. We've been in yesterday we went out, and we went and got, like, we didn't have a coffee actually, we had some cold drinks, but the minute we came out of the coffee shop it started raining. Now, we didn't bring our coats or anything because it just said, oh, some very light showers about 5 o'clock. It was about 5 o'clock, if I'm honest, but it was like Grand Theft Auto. If you've ever played the game Time Shift, it was like that. It was literally pelting down with rain, so we went and stood underneath this like shelter, and it just didn't stop, and I thought, well, we'll be here all night, you know. So anyway, here is lasagna with lots of cheese. I've actually put extra cheese. delicious. Yeah, what I wanted to talk about today, guys, though, is DBX. Now, I found out something really interesting about DBX. First of all, what DBX was a noise reduction system. What happens if you had a cassette deck, like in the if you had a cassette deck back in the day, you know, you would have something called Dolby noise reduction, because when you record on a cassette tape, when you played it back, you got this hiss. So they invented this thing called noise reduction. So you recorded it with it on and then played it back with it on, and it took away some of the hiss. But to be honest, it didn't really work that well. They then invented Dolby noise reduction type C. So you had Dolby C noise reduction. This took away a little bit more of the hiss, but didn't eliminate it all. So eventually I bought this cassette deck that had this noise reduction called DBX, and this was phenomenal because what it did is this cassette deck had two record meters. One for normal recording, which was like, it went up to like 6 or 8 decibels. But then you had a second one. When you pressed it, it changed digitally to this other one that went up to 18 decibels. That was for DBX recording. So you put the DBX on, recorded it, and you could have it way up. So when you recorded a CD, you when you played it back, it sounded the same. It was the same level, and it had absolutely no hiss whatsoever. Everything was gone. So when you played the cassette, it was silent. Then come in the recording, it was absolutely brilliant. So that was it. Hiss had been completely eliminated. And when I used to record back in the day on my 8-track recorder, that had DBX on it as well. So when you played it back, it was just no hiss or noise whatsoever. It was absolutely brilliant. But what I found out recently is they made vinyl records with DBX encoding on them. So basically what you did is you could either get a DBX encoder, or in the case of this cassette deck which had DBX, you could just play it through the cassette deck through DBX. Well, I got to listen to a DBX encoded vinyl record. Now, as you know, why I don't like vinyl is the popping and the surface noise that you get. So if there's a bit where it goes deadly silent, you'll hear the, or you know, the whatever from the grooves and stuff. It sounded atrocious. Oh, guys, look at this cheese. Oh, I'm moving on my plate. I don't want to do that. Oh, so nice, chefed up. It sounded terrible. He then switches the DBX on, puts on the same record, and it's like, this is the needle. Nothing at all. No noise, no popping, nothing. It had gone. It's gone. Also, this particular record that he put on was recorded at 100 decibels. And what DBX does is it takes, because you have to compress, and it compresses it down and then sort of decodes it to put it up into the full dynamic. Range. So you're getting the full range of the recording as well. It's brilliant. I thought, why didn't I know about this back in the days of vinyl? I had a DBX encoder built into my cassette deck. But although they did have a few good ones on it on the list, there weren't very many of them made. The Police's Zenyatta Mondetta was on it, which I would love to have heard. But yeah, I thought, why didn't they do this when I was buying vinyl records? Because I could never find DBX encoded records, and that's because they didn't do it with that many. So yeah, so I was watching that, and I thought, oh my god, it's just so good. It just totally eliminated everything. And this record, it sounded like it was scratched to hell. But the minute put this DBX on, and it even came with a warning and all saying, keep your volume down because you can't actually hear anything. And it was like one of the most amazing things, I've ever heard. Oh, if you could taste this, guys, with me. Unfortunately, DBX went bust, and they're not going anymore. But yeah, it's like, I feel, because I thought, could you imagine? I actually said to Travers Lasagne, I said, if I walked in, because I've still got the cassette deck back in London, if I went into HMVs and they had Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd with DBX encoding, I'd go and get my cassette deck and my turntable, because I still got that in London too. I said, and I would have to give it a listen. Oh, this is so good. how much they are, but you know, my cassette deck had it. And I remember how good it was with cassettes. You know, you used to play back a cassette. It sounded the same as the CD, even the volume you could like, because you had more headroom. You know, it was great. It was perfect. You know, you could just play these cassettes and they sounded just like the CDs. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so, you know, a bit disappointed that they didn't keep doing that, because, you know, I mean, I still love CD and, like, you know, digital. But hearing a noiseless vinyl record was pretty mind-blowing. A very, very enjoyable experience indeed. Let me know, guys. I'm sure a lot of people have, you know, you've heard of DBX, but did you know that they had DBX encoded vinyl records? You know, that's just brilliant. Yeah, too bad they stopped it. Too bad they stopped that. Oh, look at this. Delicious. Oh, I've still got more. I didn't see this bit. Oh, this is very filling as well. Nice. I do love this. Yeah, so I thought I'd have a little ramble about that, you know. Yeah, because it's something I didn't know about. You know, I knew about DBX, but not that they had those. Oh, that's delicious. My cans are falling off. I also watched Jolt last night with Kate Beckinsale. That was fun. she's like, you know, at the beginning she's a young girl and she has this like super temper aggression problem. Wherever annoys her, for whatever the reason, she like attacks them and beats them up, you know, and it sort of focuses on like when she's grown up and they've invented this thing for her where she has all these electrodes on her body and she carries this like zapper with her, and whenever she feels the urge to like attack someone because they're really winding her up, you know, she'll zap herself to sort of help control her rage. But really fun movie. Yes, I watched that last night. I put a bit of a movie on last night called Six Underground with Ryan Reynolds. Just watched the first couple of minutes and oh my god, the actual print, the picture on it is amazing. So I do want to like watch that sometime. Oh guys, that was so nice. Cheers. Oh, it's about okay at this point too long. I don't know how long I've been going on for, rambling. But I hope you enjoyed this. I will be back very soon with some more videos. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more drinks videos. So if you've got any ideas for any sort of